Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, man. I'm gonna get back to boxing in a minute, but I gotta talk some more important stuff. Like, all right, because this seems to be once again an issue that a lot of people are running from, and particularly when it comes to males. And a lot of times you see the double standard and the hypocrisy that goes on with these type of situations. And I wanted to take this a step further. And this has been a question that's been getting asked and getting talked about, even though when it comes to what's going on in society now, where basically they're having what you call a battle of the sexes to a certain degree, but then again, they got a battle of the sexes, they got a battle of battle within the races. You know what I'm saying? So basically you now have a battle with the sexes, and you have black men versus black women, and I'm gonna talk about that further. you know but let me talk about this situation that happened with Mystical. And you know I'm just asking questions, I'm just posing questions, and I feel like we can be I feel like we could be civil, and I feel like we can have an adult conversation. Now, in case you guys don't know, Mystical was recently, you know, he recently had the charges dropped against him because he was accused of basically, assault, sexual assault. I don't want to say that the R word, because if you say the R word, you have a hard time getting these type of videos monetized. But the charges were dropped because basically the DA, they basically didn't think that the witness was credible. And they, lack of evidence, and they didn't think the witness was credible. Usually, when they say the witness isn't credible, that mean they think that they was lying, and that's just pretty much the bottom line. There's just no way to get around that. That's pretty much what they're saying, that they don't believe the victim, or the alleged victim, is telling the truth. And I want to get to this because I'm gonna talk about this deeper, like maybe this weekend, because I'm gonna have Thursday, Friday, Saturday off, so I'm gonna have a lot a lot of time on my hands. So we gonna talk about a lot of different stuff. But they basically was just saying she was lying, but the charges were dropped against Mystical. Of course, they tried to offer Mystical a plea deal. Basically, they wanted to have him on paperwork, and Mystical say, "Hey, nah, man, I'm innocent. I didn't do this. I didn't do this, and I'm not, taking a plea deal." So basically, I guess they tried to sweat Mystical out. Basically, they tried to sweat Mystical out. Basically, was hoping Mystical would crack, because Mystical was in jail for a minute too, and then he got released on a $3 million bond. Somebody put up the money for him. Mystical uh, did a couple of shows earlier this year. I don't know what Mystical's net worth is, because Mystical, you already know, he did a stint in jail before. But Mystical, he maintained his innocence. They tried to accuse two other so-called people affiliated with Mystical, tried to accuse them of some things. They basically tried to take Mystical and his team down. They tried to accuse him of intimidating the witness and all that kind of stuff. But basically, they just didn't think the person was credible, so they dropped the charges. So Mystical is a free man. So now here comes the $1 million question. Should Mystical file charges against this person, and should he sue this person? Because, see, I need for people to understand this, and particularly a lot of women who may at one point decide if a relationship goes sour with a man, and, things don't work out, and you may decide to just say, oh, well, at one time he did this to me, and you are lying. I think that they should put in legislation that if you file fake sexual assault charges and accuse a man of the R word, you should be brought up on charges. And if I'm Mystikal, I would try to file some kind of lawsuit against this person. They need to put that in legislation. That's just real talk. Because as you can see, if you black, whether you're proven innocent, which Nate Parker has been proven innocent, and it appears that Mystikal was proven innocent, this is going to follow him. You're going to still have people calling him names and all that kind of stuff. Which I think is funny how, once again, if you acquitted of something, you shouldn't be labeled that. But you're going to have, racist white people that'll say that he guilty because he black, and that's why. Nah, I'm not going to say that, but you know what I'm saying. People got to understand, this man's reputation was at stake. She cost this man money. Now, don't get me wrong. If you violate a woman or violate a man, because there's men that get violated too, you are the lowest scum of the earth. You are. And to me, to a certain degree, I think you should be dealt with, if you catch my drift. But if you accuse somebody of doing that, and you know that you lied on them, you should pay a stiff penalty. It should be consequences for lying on somebody as well as you committing a crime. Because like I said, this man got put in jail. And they too lenient with this too. It's just like, hey, oh well, you can go. Never mind what I done been through as a person. Never mind my reputation, my image. This is costing me money. This can cause me not to get, if I acting gigs. This caused me not to get booked for shows. This caused me not to make TV appearances. This person didn't cost Mystikal maybe millions of dollars and lost revenue. She attempted to ruin this man's reputation, and she just get to go home scot-free? Nah, that's not cool. This need to be put in legislation. For real. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.